Hey everyone, crazy keto guy here. This is going to be quite a quick video, I think. So just a little update. This is Monday, the 2nd of December. So fast approaching Christmas. Um, it's week 23, I believe. I keep kind of losing track, but I'm pretty sure this is week 23. I weighed in today. I haven't actually, like always, looked at the result. But weirdly, I also had a review at the health club that I'm at. Wrong wrist, Ballantyne's. Apparently, it's like a 6 weekly review, even though I've been there considerably longer than that. I'm not quite sure how long, but anyway. I kind of got missed off the system, I think. So they did a review today, and part of that was taking my weight. It's on a different machine from the one that I actually weigh in on, but I was kind of really pleased. Not so much with the weight, but some of the other readings that it gave out. It certainly shows me there's still a long way to go. But it did show also that since I started in August, there have been some really good improvements in a lot of areas. In fact, everything showed an improvement. But as I say, still a real long way to go. I think when I set out on this journey, shall we call it, I didn't think of it as a short-term fix. I definitely felt like it was a life change. And I did say, I think to get even where I want to be, where I feel like I'll be happy, I think is definitely going to take 2 to 3 years. So as I say, it's not like a few months or whatever. I think it is definitely the long haul. And beyond that, it's about maintaining that, having that lifestyle, for the rest of my life. If I want to make sure a good quality of life, then that's going to have to be the way it is. As I say, I do factor in an element of enjoyment of life because, hey, what's the point in living for another 40, 50 years if, you don't enjoy yourself? So yeah, there is an element. So anyway, I'm not expecting a massive weight loss, if any at all. As I say, because I don't know what the discrepancy is with the machine that I use and the machine that they used. So let's get that out of the way first. I've got to say, last week was a bit of a mixed bag anyway, and I'll explain why. Reason one, I had man flu, and I didn't really get to train hardly at all last week. I managed to train on the Monday, then man flu hit, and I didn't actually get back to the gym until Friday, and that was just purely sauna and jacuzzi and steam room. I didn't manage to do anything at home, so yeah, it's been quite a lapse week last week. And I also had a couple of treats. One treat was Indian food, my absolute favourite. With the Indian food, just again to highlight, as you're progressing through this journey, this is, sometimes you start to think like you've almost cracked it, that you've got it, sussed, and the whole blood sugar and glucose and the diabetes thing is almost like you think in your head that it's beaten. And then you have a little treat, you include some carbs, and then you just remember how it hits you. So I always split my Indian over 2 days. I get quite a nice selection of food. The treat bit, if you like, is the bread that I have. I can't remember the name. It's not a peshwari. It's one of the other sort of like fried breads that they do. And it's a lovely bread. The place I go to, the Don in Milton Keynes, if they want to give me any free vouchers. Basically do this bread, whatever it's, parafa, I think, and it's stuffed with pumpkin, spinach, and paneer, which is like Indian cheese. It's really nice, but obviously it's bread. So the first night I split everything down the middle. In fact, probably not a whole half of the bread, but maybe a third, just over. And my blood sugars went up to 9 point something. 9 point, let me just, where are we? 9.4. Now, the next night, I had it all again except the bread. Because I'd seen it go up to 9.4, I decided to knock it on the head a little bit with the bread. Just add all the other bits, cauliflower bhaji, chicken vindaloo, a prawn sarg dish. I'm sure I'm forgetting, so I'm sure there was four different things. Anyway, long story short, it went up to 7.2. So the bread did make quite a considerable difference. With the 9.4 the night before with the bread, the other thing that was noticeable is my blood sugars took a long time to come back down. Whereas the night when I had it without the bread, my blood sugars were pretty much, back down the next morning. Even though my blood sugars have still been a little bit higher than I would like them, as I've mentioned previously. So, it's a good reminder. If I am going to have these treats, chances are they will bite me in the arse slightly, and it will blow up the blood sugars slightly. On Sunday, I decided to have a few, free roast potatoes, and I'm glad to report that actually didn't blow up my blood sugars. Particularly, it was 6.7. So, that's pretty average at the moment. As I say, they are running about 1 point higher than what I would like them. Anyway, so a combination of not really being able to train last week due to the man flu, and a couple of treats, Indian and on the roast dinner front, I was expecting to have put weight on, if I'm honest. Now, that would not be great. I was down to 16.9 the last time we weighed in, which was a drop of 1 pound from the week before. So not, it's kind of, I'm sort of, I seem to have a couple of good weeks, then I'll suddenly, for some weird reason, put on 3-4 pounds and undo all of the good work. And it's not really anything I can attribute it to. And then some weeks where I think I've had a bad week, it turns out to be a good week. So yeah, mind blown. The big goal is to be down to 16.4 or less by the 23rd of December, so 3 weeks today. Now today I intended to have 21 really big days, to make sure that I achieve that, and if not, better it. But I've got to say, today went a bit skew iffy at training because of the review that I had with the gym. I wasn't sure what that was going to entail, so I got there ready for it, and it was 45 minutes late. So consequently, I was kind of just piddling around not doing anything, and then to find out that it didn't actually include any physical activity. So I could have actually just done my training and then had the review afterwards. So I did a little bit. I did a HIIT session on the bike. I did just some general warm-ups and then a little bit on the bike, not really doing anything intense, but just spending some time whilst I was waiting for the review. So we did something. We did the sauna and the jacuzzi afterwards. It probably means I'm going to change my schedule for this week, which means I'm going to try and get there tomorrow and do a proper session. But yeah, not easy with my schedule at the moment. So with no further ado, 16.9 last week, and wow, okay, that was unexpected. So my target for the 23rd of December, 3 weeks time, was 16 stone 4. I am, with 3 weeks to go, 16 stone 5. So basically this reading is pretty much the same as the reading that they took on the other machine. But as I say, because I wasn't sure about any sort of discrepancy, I didn't want to jump up and down. It's saying 104 kilos. So last week was 105.8. So nearly 2 whole kilos gone. £4 from 16.9 down to 16.5. Again, I don't want to get overly excited. I've got to maintain it, try and carry on and improve on it, and make sure, as I say, that I don't only hit 16.4, I get under that. It would be nice, obviously, to go 1, 2, 3, £4 under, because obviously that gives me then a little bit of wiggle room over the Christmas period for those days that I want to have the odd treat. Just to mention other figures, BMI down slightly, ironically body fat percentage up slightly, and body fat mass still the same. Weirdly, on the other machine, it showed my body fat percentage much lower than what this machine is showing it as. So a little bit confused by that, and why I've dropped £4, yet I've gone up a little bit on the body fat. That seems to be a little bit contradictory. But anyway, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to focus on the positive. The positive is £4 more off, £1 away from our target with 3 weeks to go. So happy. That will almost definitely, I can confirm, absolutely motivate me this week. It will motivate me to hit the gym tomorrow. I'm going to have to bus it because I don't have a car at the moment, so it does mean jumping on a bus, but I will get there tomorrow and do a proper session. We'll have Wednesday off because I'll be fasting, 24-hour fast. I'll try and also get up on Thursday and Friday so that this week is ticking all the boxes. Diet, intermittent fasting, training, everything, the whole shooting match. So anyway, that's it. I can't really think of anything else to mention, so we're going to cut the video here before we get to 13 minutes, because 13's unlucky, and with a £4 loss, we're definitely not feeling unlucky. Much love to everyone. Crazy Keto Guy. Follow, share, like, whatever. Just get us out there. I want to spread the word. Much love.